Okay, students, back to A to Z Cosmetology. This is a plain facial, and we're using the tools, the only tools that you guys have right now. We're not going to add anything else, all right? And I do have the baby gel, the baby gel stuff, that oil gel for you guys. So, you know, you'll be able to use that later. I'm going to use a little bit of it today during the massage. But I wanted to show you just basically the bed. I happen to have a massage table. So what you're going to have is you always want to put a sheet on it. It's been sanitized. These are clean sheets, all right? A clean towel, and you want a pillow for your client. When you get into the school, we've got facial chairs in there. And we have the sheets in there and stuff for you to use, and we have towels and all that. But for you to do it at home, and I got to tell you, there's been times when we do it in my classroom, because we don't all have facial chairs, we did them on the desk. There's the desks are big enough, you know, they're 6-foot desk, so everybody could just kind of lay on it. This, of course, is a little softer, but we did put sheets on there, and it is comfortable, surprisingly enough, once you get the client comfortable on it. So my sister is here again. Do you want to lay here, ma'am? So I would have evaluated her. I'm going to look at her, and I'm going to take a towel. And first of all, I want to make sure that she is comfortable. So I'm going to take the sheets, and excuse my back, students. So I want to make sure that she's tucked in nice, and something about covering them up when they're getting a facial. For some reason, it just makes them feel better. All right, so she's tucked in. Oh, wonderful. I'm sorry, students. Nothing broke, but except for the lid on this thing. So, just going to put it back on just to keep it from dripping out. All right. So, I'm going to take this towel. I'm going to open it, and I'm going to ask her to lift her head. All right, and then as she lifts it, I'm going to have her put it back, and then I'm going to take one corner of the towel and bring it over this way. Cameraman, can I ask you to do me a favor? Would you get a clip off of my apron back there? All right, see, so I've taken the two bottom corners, then I'm going to take the top corners, and I'm going to crisscross them over. So her hair is totally out of the way, and all we see is just her face. Just one, dear. Thank you. And I'm going to put a clip here. You can put a clip like this, or you can put a bobby pin, but either way, you've got a clip. Now, first of all, we're going to sanitize our hands, but we're evaluating her. I'm not touching her face yet, so I want to make sure that my hands are sanitized. So the rest of the video, all you're going to see is this area here. All right, so I've sanitized my hands. I'm going to pull my table over. Hopefully nothing else will fall, because we're making do. And I'm going to have the towel for my hands right here off to the side, because every once in a while I'm going to have to dry my hands. So I'm going to move the sanitizer over. We're done with that. And what I did this time on the conditioner, what I did was I added a little bit of shampoo. So what that does is it makes it a cleansing cream. The shampoo makes it, and then turns it into something that's going to clean as well. So I've evaluated her face. I've looked for certain to see if there's acne. If there's acne, there's things that we do about that. We talk about that to them as far as doing facials, how to do a facial scrub. We are going to be doing a bit of a scrub today, again with our conditioner, which I have in this other one now. So with our conditioner and a little bit of that masa in there. But you know, you have to check it, because if you make it too much like dough, you don't want that. You want to make sure that you've got it. So because this is just for her, this is stirred up because I put the shampoo in there, so it looks like I've been in there, but I haven't. I'm going to then place it on my hands. I'm going to bring it out, and we're going to start at the bottom. Your hands are like this, all right? You always get ready, and then you put both hands on. You start at the mandible, the jawline, and you come up the sides of the face, to the top, and then you're going to crisscross. This is part of the cleansing. Always upward and inward motions. You don't drag the face down. So I want you to notice my fingers are crossing over. See my fingers open up right there? Crossing over, following the jaw. Now what I'm going to do to create that cleansing motion again, circular motions up to the nose, center of the face, right there, right here at the forehead. Now I'm going to stroke upward. This is called the effleurage movement. I'm using the effleurage movement on her. Now I want to clean above the chin, or underneath the nose, I'm sorry, above the lip. And see, so you're using all your fingers all the time. You never just release both hands. You're going to release one, and then you're going to release the other. And you release it with a gentle stroke. You don't just pull away. So I've cleansed her using my towel to clean up. And you're going to need an empty container, plastic container, to put the towels in when you're done. So I've taken this, I've given her a cleansing. I'm going to move it corner to corner like that. I'm going to take it to the bottom. I'm going to bring it up. And see these corners? The corners come in to clean. Gently stroking away. And again, I have another corner here. Gently stroking away the cleansing. The eyes, you always bring them in. Again, the chin. So very gently cleansing. And upward. Use your fingers like this. Bring it in. And now we have cleansed her face. If they have makeup on, they have mascara on, you're going to brace. In other words, I'm going to place my finger there and I'm going to bring it into the eye. And I may also use what's called a rolling motion to take the mascara off. If they have eyeliner, I'm going to brace up on top, pull her eye up a little bit, or eyeshadow, and clean that off. Now she's not wearing any makeup, so that really helped. But again, I'm gonna brace with this finger. Normally I would do this, but I'm gonna brace with that finger. I've got my finger pointed in there, see? It's pointed in there. And that's going to clean the makeup, stroke down gently, not really hard in to clean up any excess mascara, and then gently stroke off that eyeshadow. Okay, once you're done with this, you need an empty container to put it in. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to start my facial massage. I want to give her a scrub. So we're doing a scrub on her, cleaning that up. I've got that masa in there, so I want to clean that up. And like I said, this is just for her, so I'm not using any more than what I need to. And you always rub it in your hands like that, and you can see how it's formed like a dough. So again, I'm going to use the same motion, and it's going to look like it's on her face, and it's definitely going to be there because the masa. Now, one thing that you can do, you want to make sure that you don't get any of that scrub in her eyes, because when you feel it, you'll understand what I'm saying. You could also put moist cotton balls on top of her eyes right now. Just, you know, this is her water, these are her towels. So if I wanted to, I could have moist cotton balls or eye covers. I'm not going to worry about it right now because I'm taking you through the steps, but you know, maybe I should. Cameraman, could you give me just a wad of cotton up there? Oh, wait, I've got some right here. I just saw it. I'm sorry, students. Let me get this. Okay. So if I just tell you to do it, you may not know how to do it. So I'm going to dip this. It's just a little bit wet. The water's warm. She's got her eyes closed. Put it on top. bunch it together just like that. Dip my fingers. This is her water. So we're not contaminating anything. There you go. Now her eyes are protected. And if you get the cotton wet and it's nice and warm, so now I'm going to start the massage. Again, this is a scrub, moving it in the same direction. And this could be done with the lotion, all right? I went ahead and made it into a scrub. So do some stroking motions here. And again, this is effleurage. This very soft movement is called effleurage. And always go down, travel back up. Push the skin up. This is like a gentle scrubbing. If they have a problem with their nose as far as acne, you always want to do upward strokes. You never want to push down on it. Everything is upward. All right? You don't want to break any acne right now. We're not doing an acne treatment. We're doing a plain facial. Okay, this cotton ball isn't cooperating, so I'm going to put that in our little trash can. All right, and you can play like spa music. That's what we would do when we would do the facials in the classroom, and we would also turn off the lights. You want to put your product, the cleanser, the moisturizer, the massage cream. See, all we have right now. Now you notice I haven't taken my hand off. I'm talking and my hand is still on her face. So this tells me she's getting a facial. You don't, even when you're talking to them, you don't just tear your hands off. Now, if I'm going to take it off, I'm going to smooth it, and I will smooth it away. We're working with what we have. That's the thing right now. But you want to have some towels. I did see them at the 99-cent store, small towels. They're about this size, and they were, and like, you know, corner to corner. I want to flip that just a bit so it stays on there. I did see them for $3.99. All right, so you want to pull that up. You want to squeeze that moisture on there so that it gets that cornmeal and the conditioner wet. And now we start wiping it off. And the same motion, everything upward. Very gently. And as you're doing it, this is still going to work as far as taking her face and doing a scrub on it, because you still have those granules in there. Now when you get around the nose, make sure you get into that crease of the nose. Remember the nose, always in the same direction. Gently, always to the center. And you can see that now I'm using the towel to make sure I've got everything off, and yet constantly keeping one hand on her. See, I place the other hand again as I switch my towel. What that does is it makes her feel safe. She's getting a nice facial. We just did the scrub. Now we're going to do a light massage. This is going to go into our empty bucket. So we've done the cleansing, we've done the scrub, and now I'm going to use this. And you can set up another little bowl of just your conditioner for this part of it. But like I said, I love this, and I'm loving it more because all you need for the face is even less than what we used for the feet. You can see that. Work it in really good. And then you're just going to give her just that nice massage with the oil, stroking back and forth. Now this is called friction right here. This is called tappament. All right, you can gently tap the face to stimulate it. And then again, Go back in, massage. Her face feels so soft right now. So nice. Nice cleansing. The oil is replacing. The face is damp. Your hair and your face are made out of the same chemistry. Carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, and sulfur. It's just the skin is moist keratin and the hair is dry keratin. So I'm just taking all the same movements. And see, this doesn't take very long. Your facials can take 30 minutes and you can be done. If you're going to do a mask, you do need to let the mask rest and dry a little bit. So you would need 4 towels. I did set up with 4 towels again. And then fold it over once more. See it? See those corners stay in there? I'm going to bring it back up. Nice warm towel. The water was hot when I put it in there. It's just a nice warm towel. Again, cleaning everything off. Using every part of the towel to do it. Now if I were to just leave it for a little bit, let's say that I wanted to just kind of let her relax. Bring this up, cover that up, cover it up right there, and press. You just give it a gentle press. And it's extremely relaxing. It's very nice. She's got this nice warm cloth on her face. And you'd be amazed. People feel so refreshed and so good after they're done. I'm going to just do a little bit of squeezing right here. A little bit of pressing, not necessarily squeezing. But all of them are gentle movements. Feel her face again. Make sure you got everything off. Cleanse it. Okay, I'm going to feel it. Yep, we're good. And you can see how much softer and how much nicer her face already looks. And we use that. And I'm going to do one more towel just to secure. And this one I'm just going to pat her with it. To make sure that we got everything off. So a plain facial doesn't take a lot. A plain facial is very simple to do. The main thing is you have to just make sure that your stroke movements again are from insertion to origin, that the head is covered so you're not getting this stuff all over her hair. All strokes are upward. Nice upward strokes. And always, like if you're going to put the towel in, you think the water might be a little too warm, a good habit to get into. Now see, I felt it when I squeezed it out. But if it feels too hot, don't put it on the face. If you have to do a facial at State Board, when you take that towel out of there, that's the first thing you're supposed to do. Touch it on your wrist. All right? You're not going to be doing a facial at State Board because you're doing cosmetology. But if you should be doing a facial, always make sure that if that water's too hot for your hands, it's going to be too hot for her face. So that's where checking the temperature. And this water is still very nice. It's warm, it's comforting. If we were playing spa music right now, you would not be able to hear what I'm saying. So that's why we're not playing it. But it's really very comforting. So when you do your facial, make sure that you turn down the lights. We have to have them on for the video. I'm going to go ahead and put that in my bucket. Dry my hands. Stroke her face once and say, are you doing okay? Yes. Okay. See, so she's very relaxed. So, and it's amazing what massaging the face does. That's why I told you about these muscles right here. They are all reflective down into the jawline. So it's extremely important. You have other pressure points right here on the cheeks. You have pressure points here that are very relaxing. So if somebody has a headache, it's good to know this. All right, students, that's a plain facial. The water would then go back in the sink or wherever you got it from. Make sure you sanitize your bowl and make sure that things are clean. The sheet would go into the laundry, and you would then sanitize your chair or your table or whatever you use. You would change your pillowcase, even though she's on a towel, all right? All of these things are essential for good sanitation and safety for your clients. There's your plain facial. Thank you so much, students. I hope you do one. Have a great day.